city located in western Kenya on the eastern shores of Lake Victoria. The city is known for its thriving fishing industry, which is an important source of income for many of its residents. Dunga Beach is a popular attraction site located on the shores of Lake Victoria. It is known for its beautiful scenery, stunning sunsets, and vibrant community. The beach is surrounded by lush greenery and palm trees, creating a tropical paradise-like setting. For generations, the people of Dunga have relied on fishing as their main source of income and sustenance. Despite the vital role that fishing plays in their lives, it has led to a significant issue in the community: school dropouts. Vibrant media brings you the victims to narrate their ordeal as we dig deep into the situation at hand.
Naitwa Wilfred Ndonga na natoka Maseno, na huku nimekuja Hasoni. Kwa hedge niko 20 na school fees nililemea kama nyinge Hasoni yangu.
Poverty is one of the primary reasons why many children drop out of school in the regions around Dunga Beach. With low-income families struggling to make ends meet, education becomes a secondary concern. Children are forced to forgo schooling to assist their families in earning a livelihood. Additionally, school fees and related expenses such as uniforms, textbooks, and transport are beyond the reach of many families. As a result, many children are unable to continue with their education beyond a certain age, leading to an increase in the number of dropouts.
Niwacha tu juu pia school fees haikuwa kwenda mbele wala kufanya kitu yoyote. Sasa ni karibu 5 months.
And just like Wilfred, 29-year-old Nancy says her dream was cut short due to lack of fees. Nancy has been in the industry for a year since April 2022. She still aspires to go back to school to pursue her dream of being a nurse.
Nimesoma hadi form 4. Nikafanya computer, lakini napenda biashara. Sasa hii biashara ya samaki nilianza through mamangu. Yeye ndiye alikuwa anachoma samaki akiniletea. Sasa venye zilipungua huko akaniambia naweza kuja nijaribu Dunga. Hivyo nilianza.
In Kenya, the lake regions and other parts of the country that support fishing and related activities have experienced problems in educating their children. Inasmuch as the government of Kenya strives to enact policies that encourage equal access to education, many school-age students in communities doing fishing have been deprived of their education rights. Additionally, completion rates for both genders remain low compared to the national statistics. Dropout rates are also very high compared to others which are not fishing communities in the country. Despite the government of Kenya instituting many policy interventions to promote retention of learners in secondary schools, there is a serious trend with regard to retention of learners from fishing communities. Involvement of learners in fishing activities intensifies as they progress to secondary schools, with most of their parents having the view that they can help raise the money required for fee. This puts them at a disadvantaged position in relation to their younger counterparts, or indeed those in tertiary learning institutions who spend much of their time away from home.
When you check around, it's not very easy to find those who have gone to school to very high levels that these children can look at and admire, so that somebody would like to go maybe up to the university or somewhere. And unfortunately, I know of some of the children who are in this community around the beach who already went to university. We have one who went to the University of Nairobi, we have one who went to Bondo University, Egerton University, and 2 more. They already dropped out. They are just at the beach here doing odd jobs there.
Additionally, poor perceptions of parents from fishing communities on the need to educate their children past primary level also continue to account for poor attendance and progression in school.
Sasa mzazi akiniangalia, anaona hata kama ningesoma ndio, ningekuwa nimeenda mbele kabisa. Lakini kama pesa ikanikosea, nikapata kazi yenye najishikilia, napata hela yangu. Si hapo iko poa. Hakuna mtu yote nasumbua, nikipata 1000 yangu ama 1000 yangu 2. Nachukua 2000 hata 500 natumia mzae nyumbani, namwambia mzae kula hapo hivi. Mzae hapo kuna shida. Sasa atasema hapo mtoto wangu ulienda poa. Wewe katua hapo hivi, at least unisaidie.
Some of the learners after joining secondary school, normally by Form 2, they're already out of school. Many of them do not stay with their real parents. They are under the care of grandmothers, some old grandmother somewhere, a relative. Some are even left with friends of their parents. Well, you find the mother took off and went maybe to Nairobi to do some work. Some of them tell us they have never seen their father. Wamjui, they have never met.
This is the scenario in most cases around the Lake region. According to the 2019 Kenya Population and Housing Census Analytical Report on Education and Training, Kisumu trails in cases of school dropouts at 11.7% in primary schools and leads at 6.1% in secondary school dropouts in the Lake region. On the other hand, the cases of dropouts in Homa Bay are at 14.7% in primary schools and 5.3% in secondary schools. From Homa Bay County, we meet Sam Otieno, currently a student at Maseno University, who narrates his previous story after dropping out of school to engage in fishing business.
I dropped out in class 7th due to some conditions which were unavoidable. First, I could not continue with my schooling since the school was too far from home, and due to the parental and guardian advice, I could not make it since there was no people to guide me to continue with my studies. Life was too hard since I could join fishing, which was a major economic activity around home, which made me to be motivated since each and every day I could get some small amount of money which I could use as a daily bread to me, which could help me to go through. Then another reason which made me to drop out due to the peer pressure among the colleagues. Most of my age mates were not able to continue their schools, since the amount of money which was being paid from fishing was a little bit good, and we used to enjoy that. Then again, the parents, I was not having the total parents. I was only having my dad, who could not mind whether we have gone to school or not. He could be just only seeing us in the night, and daytime he was nowhere to be seen. So this also motivated us, since we don't have nobody who could give restrictions so that could look into us every day attending the schools. So I just decided this was the best advice so far. So that's what I could do each and every day.
While at the lake as a fisherman, Sam says that he engaged in drug abuse due to peer pressure, a situation he says is common among youths in the fishing industry.
When I had joined the fishing, it forced me now to start abusing drugs, since I could obtain some amount of money, which we could obtain the mirror, the alcohol, which could boost the energy which could use to ferry the boat to do the fishing process.
The environment around the lake poses a lot of challenges on the safety, which puts their lives at risk.
Over the night, we could only use the safety guards, which we could only have 1 or 2, but we were around 6 people in that boat. So it was just a matter of risking. The owner of the boat could only attend to us in the morning and pick the money which we have work on over the night and leave. So there was no any protection, since it was a matter of racing. And then within the time we were fishing also at the night, there are the wild animals, the hippopotamus. So they could also interfere with the process at night. So it was just a matter of life and death.
The Dunga Beach Management Unit Vice Chairperson Morris says that they provide measures to curb these cases.
One of the role of BMU is to ensure that the security is really on a good or a better place. Also, we work very close with the Department of Children's Rights to avoid child abuse within the beaches or within the Lake Victoria region, especially where we are is a Winam Gulf, where people mostly depend on fishing. As an organization, we have what we call the Beach Management Unit Networking. So we work very close with various departments like County Government of Kisumu, NGOs, and even some well-wishers who like to sponsor children like that. So what we are doing, we are identifying the children, the number, and then we forward them to the department of the county, so that the Department of Education.
Sasa wengi wamedrop kwa standard 8, wengine pia wakafanya KCPE standard 8, wakaenda wakajoin form 1, fika form 2, hapo form 3 wana drop na hapo. Sasa wanakuja kufanya kazi zingine za fishing activity na hizi za kwa beach boys ama beach girls, ili at least wanapata kitu ya kujisaidia nao. Sasa sisi kama ECBO huwa saa zingine tunasaidia wengine, tunaongea nao, tunawaambia hata kama wali drop bado wako na chances wa kuendelea. Sasa wenye wako bado wako na hiyo hamu ya kurudi shule, tunaweza ongea na sisi pamoja na Beach Management Unit na other NGOs tunatafuta usaidizi, alafu tunaona mbinu ya kuwalipia karo ile ya kurudi shuleni. Sasa wenye wanaweza rudi wanarudi, lakini pia wenye wataki kurudi wanataka kitu wanaweza fanya ili wapate mapato ya kila siku. Pia tunaona vile tunaweza weka mahali at least wafanye kazi, wapate kitu kidogo ya kujisaidia nao.
However, some of the dropouts refused going back to school, citing that they have financial stability out of school environment.
Na gini nawe skule klasa boro nawe ne shida mbali kanyala na saboda yenyewe kanyala ndo kasaboda nyala mwana. Hiki kitu yenye nilikuwa natamani sana, labda kama ungenipeleka polytechnic ama nifanye course fulani yoyote kama welding.
Mimi nilikuwa na ndoto ya kuwa nurse na bado niko na hiyo dream. Sasa ndio maana lazima iwe true, siwezi acha na hapo.
Seeing I have goals and I'm seeing when I can add somewhere in future. So my advice to the dropouts, education is the key to success. As per now it has come clear to me.
While school dropouts among teenagers remain a headache in the Lake region, much focus needs to be done to create awareness on education among the local communities.
Earlier on, we had engaged this team called ICS. ICS means investing in children and their society. And generally, we worked with them, I think it was a whole year. And they engaged the learners, they also engaged the parents. And ICS was generally about violence, and they were looking at violence as things that would hinder children from coming to school. Yeah, so we worked with them at length, and we used them to educate even our parents. They even held meetings at school here with the parents. Also, they held meetings at the beach with the parents and the whole community. And that was sent to sensitize parents on their role, parental guidance. What is their role towards these children who are still growing? How can they be assisted? And from there, at least we saw a big change.